What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today, guys, is going to be, I guess, a little bit of an updated, not quite so long League SBC video. But before we get into that, just to give you guys a little breakdown of where we are in the club. Of course, I've done all objectives so far, apart from week 3 silver and week 3 gold, and then this that I might finish this in the end. In terms of milestones, we've done really well. I'm 2 out of the 6 milestones done for, how do I unhide? There we go. 2 out of the 6 done for squad battles, and then we won 1 game from the EFL Championship. I've got 6 wins from Foot Champs, 13 wins so far. We're qualified for Foot Champs, and that was going to be today's video. I tried something, but because of the new patch, we could talk about the new patch as well and what my thoughts on it, but because of the new patch, I thought, let me try 5 at the back, because I have a feeling the game is going to be played even more so one depth drop back counter attack than it has been before. So I tried 5 at the back. It wasn't a fun experience. I switched to 4 at the back on game like 6 or 7 or something. But we got our 6 wins. I've claimed my rewards. I'm not going to open them and saving them for Team of the Year. And after playing all of the games out, I just wasn't in a... my energy was just bad, and I didn't want to put that in a video. So what was going to be the video is now no longer going to be the video. I do need to do Icon Swaps League 1, and to show you the team that we've got for that, I'll pop that on the screen right now, is right here. I have packed last night whilst grinding League SBC's Laborde. He is a real cool character, man, and so I'm actually looking forward to playing with this team and getting the League 1 stuff done. But obviously, we've got plenty of time to do that. I'll do that during Team of the Year, so I've got the 85 by 23 pack during Team of the Year, and I don't get tempted to open it beforehand. And then we need to just do the other couple of squad battles things. I've got 0 out of 6 for the silvers. I'm going to do that Silver Beast that comes tonight. Need to do Championship 5 more, and then I need to do the Italians, and then obviously we'll get the 7 wins on the weekend there. So we should have by the end of this week all of that done. And then the only last thing I have left to do is the League 1 French player. So of course, you know, I will do him just to do him, but he's not really someone that I will care too much about. In terms of SBCs, whilst we're here, Dimitri Payet I am not going to complete. I just don't want him. Klaus I will. Ziyech I will. George Best, of course, I will, but during Team of the Year. Zola also during Team of the Year. Seedorf and Torres will depend on what's there during Team of the Year. And other than that, all of the SBCs have basically been done as well. And I will be building that 83 plus... 85 plus by 3 pack. We're up to 64 packs now in store. However, not all of them are for Team of the Year. There's 62 Team of the Year packs. The first pack that's not for Team of the Year is that right there, the bronze pack. And the last pack that's not for Team of the Year is the Team of the Week pack, which I'll be opening today on this video when the Team of the Week comes out at 6 p.m. For that. And outside of that, I now have 12 mega packs, 23 prime gold player packs, 11 rare player packs, 5 rare Electrum packs, 8 premium gold player packs, 1 100k, 1 ultimate, and I will also have the 83 by 25 pack. So our pack stint is really getting up there, up to 3 million. And with that, you know, the League SBCs have changed a lot right now. So if you want the breakdown of how I did League SBC videos, or the League SBCs in the first place, just Google it, NepentheZ League SBC FIFA 22. It will come up for you as one of the first options. The League SBC grind in general has changed a little bit, and my process with it has changed a little bit as well. Right now, I just want to first of all take you through the leagues that you should ignore generally. And the first league you should ignore generally is the MLS, and that is because silvers are up quite a bit, because there is a rumor that we are getting MLS Foundation players next week. You know, obviously Headliners ends this Friday, and I think Team of the Year won't start until the following Friday, which means I think during that week, Friday through Friday, I think we're going to have another Foundations week. And there is a rumor that the MLS is going to be there for that. So people are kind of like preempting MLS players being needed, which means it's gone up a little bit in price. So I'd probably steer clear of the MLS. And for some reason, the Eredivisie has just stayed expensive, which is really surprising, especially given the fact that the Rare Mixed Players pack back isn't actually that great. You've then got, and we'll do the major leagues in a second because I think they're a bit more interesting to look at. The Liga MX is usually a good go-to for me, but because of the player pick that's there right now, which is still there for today and all of tomorrow, the common golds are also up in price. Instead of being able to get the common golds for 350 or 400 coins, they're now 550 or 600 coins. So it's like a good like 70 to 80% on top. And the Liga MX is a heavy gold-based league. So I personally am not interested in Liga MX unless I already have the players in the club. I won't be buying players for this. So I'll be leaving the Liga MX alone. The Saudi League is generally quite a good league to go for. I really like the small rare gold players pack back at the end as well. I don't mind it at all. And then the Championship is 3 days ago was one of the best. Now that Icon Swaps is here, absolutely one of the worst, because Championships players are way up in price because of Icon Swaps. People buying Championship players for Icon Swaps. The market is up like 100, 200%. Championship is absolutely not worth touching. The Libertadores is still and always has been a decent one to go through. Sudamericana is not worth touching at all. The Super League, I personally have just never liked. I've done it a few times, but for whatever reason, I've just never liked it. The CSL and the Pro League are two absolutely brilliant ones, and I think I want to showcase today the CSL more specifically. If you have like basically, if you have a low budget, CSL is the one for you. Secondly, if you have a low budget, bronze packs right now are definitely the ones for you, right? Bronze packs are really good to make coins right now. I actually opened bronze packs for 20 minutes today whilst filling my trade pile up, and we made some good profit. It's just really, really nice and easy. But if you want to actually grind League SBCs, if you're on a high budget, one thing that I've been doing recently is when I've been doing the one club section, I've been buying... Basically, what I would usually do, right? I'll actually use the CSL as the example here, right? What I would usually do is I'd go and do the squads, and I would use, from whatever I had in the club, the golds, boom. Then what I would do is start using the silvers as well and the bronzes I had. Look, I packed them. That's the whole point, right? Spreadsheet FIFA, aka Josh, noted, do you know what would be more interesting? Is if you didn't use these ones that you had in your club and instead bought from the transfer market, because the most expensive squad typically tends to be the one club squad. So what ends up happening is by saving all of the silvers and bronzes, you end up having the one club squad basically done free of charge every time once you get going. Now, the downside to that is the first sort of I don't know, 30 to 50 run-throughs of League SBCs, my coins were just dwindling massively, because now I'm going in and I'm buying, right? Like literally right now, I'm going in and I'm buying players instead of using players that were in my club. But the trade-off overall is actually just generally better, right? Because I'm buying players for 200 coins instead of using players that would have been worth 500 or 800 coins. So overall, it's like a net gain for the club. But as per usual, it's a coin loss for the coin balance, right? So we gain in one regard, we lose in another regard. It's just typical with the way this situation works. Now, the beautiful thing about the Chinese league right now, and this will change very periodically because of this video, but I wouldn't stress too much about it because they are the lowest common denominators in FIFA, along with, I think, the Indian league. These guys are just packed more than anybody else in bronze packs, which means their price will never really stay higher than what it is right now, which is a flat 200 coins, right? You can get pretty much any position for 200 coins. And although the amount of players you get back and the types of packs you get back are not really that great from the Chinese league, from a starting perspective, if you're just getting on board and just like starting with the League SBCs, or if you've got a low budget, I'll explain to you why this league is so good in my opinion for value, right? I might need a silver player here. Sometimes a silver sharp for 200 as well, maybe 250, 300. But in a nutshell, and again, the golds have made a bit of a difference on this because, you know, they're up a little bit. But in a nutshell, I've got 5 golds here, which right now will probably cost you 2.5k. I've got 5 bronzes, which cost me 1k, so that's 3.5k. And I've got 1 silver, which put me to about 3,700 coins. So for this first segment, for a small rare mixed players pack, it's 3,700 coins. It's great value. Now, we'll open the packs afterwards because I have to go into the web to open them. This one right here, again, very similar in that regard of you need a couple of golds, and we'll show you here now because I'm going to be buying everything. Couple of golds from the CSL. Let's go. Can we get some for 400? I mean, you might be able to snipe them for 500 or so. Are they going to show up? There's Fellaini there for 500. So 3 golds is like preferable here, but if you want to get 2 golds and a couple of silvers instead, at this moment in time, that might actually be more functional. You might end up coming away with a lower overall budget. Or he's perfect because not only is he silver, he's also rare, which is very nice. You might end up just basically spending less. Although look at that, the silvers are even up. We'll take that guy because he's a silver, but he's very high rated. Yeah, the silvers are even up from the Chinese league. Why are they up from the Chinese league? I don't know. And then we need 1 more rare, which we'll take here. One tip that I have got, one thing that I found pretty good, is that if you search for rare players in the minor leagues, they tend to be the highest. So obviously we're not constantly going to get players for 200 coins as rares because they just don't last forever. But the general consensus there is, wait, there's no way. Oh wait, did I go gold? The general consensus is if a rare pops up, it will be high rated, which is quite nice. And then it's about just filling out the rest of this squad. We're already 55 rated. So of course we're spending all of our coins not using players in the club, and I will explain. Well, I think we've already explained the situation, I guess, but I'll show it, I suppose, rather than explaining it. I'll show it in action here. But one of the comments from the stream, because I'm streaming whilst recording this, if you ever want to come check the streams out, fb.gg/NepentheZ, one of the comments was from the stream was, for the one segment of the Premier League, you get the same as what you get as the main pack from the Chinese league. And yeah, that is absolutely correct. However, the Chinese league, you will spend in liquid coins about, actually had a 64 rated card there, no more than 12,000 coins, right? You will, unless you've just made a huge mistake, you'll spend no more than 12,000 coins. The great thing about the Chinese league is you are good for, in terms of actually making coins back, you are good for making a lot of coins back from the CSL without really having to try too hard. So we're 67 rated there. I actually could have got away with using 1 less player, but this premium gold pack is tradable. We can open this because it's at the front. Now, I don't know how much I spent on that segment right there. It was like, what, 2 golds, 2 silvers, and the rest bronzes. Maybe like 2.5k, right? For you to get your money back, it's so easy because the commons are up, right? So we're able to get 500 or 600 coins for this player right here. 500 or 600 coins for this player right here. We're able to get 700 coins for each of the rare golds, maybe even 1,000 coins for Lacroix. There goes 1,000 on bid, maybe even 1,400 coins. Just this gold pack alone is going to net me, once those contracts sell as well, is going to net me back about 5,000 coins. Now I'm going to spend a maximum of 12,000 coins. So just straight away, that 1 pack has made me almost 50% of my coin spend back. So obviously we're talking about right now how to grind League SBCs. This is a true grind. Now, when you come to the one club, if you have nothing in your club, go and find a cheap club. But this is why now we're at a point where we're saving all silvers in the club and all bronzes in the club. Because now we just go and find a club where we've got 3 or 4 silvers. Might even only need 2 or 3 silvers, but we go and find one. Let's see. We've got a few I know for sure. Guangzhou City, no. Guangzhou FC. Does that work? 69, 67. All midfielders? Probably not. Might have to go for a different club here first. Hebei. Not interested there. There you go. These guys. Boom. We've got 3 silvers and 1 bronze already. The rating is going to be taken care of. It only needs to be 60 rated. There's no rare requirement. And we've got a defender. So we're going to go to HNS. And of course, if you do have to buy the silvers, then so be it. Just make sure you try and find silvers real cheap. In fact, it'll probably be worthwhile getting your silvers first, going searching for silvers, picking up this guy, for example, and then going doing Shenzhen for the rest of it. Because if you can get the silvers for cheapest, the bronzes are always super cheap. So now we're going to find our bronze players. What have we got here? 51 centre back. There's a 57 goalkeeper there. We only need 60 rated, and obviously we've got 3 silvers, so we are in great shape for that. Go and get ourselves some centre mids. There's a 59 centre mid there. Watch there be no midfielders. No midfielders. Get forwards. There we go. We take Chen Pu there. Could get some forwards if they've got some... I don't want gold. If they've got some left wings, right wings. No, but we can take a striker there as well. I know we've already got 2 strikers, but not the end of the world. And then this is going to be the one team that's actually abysmal, isn't it? For let's take him. And we already have that centre-back. So we're going to need 1 centre-back and 1 left mid. We already have him as a centre-back. Let's take the 60 rated centre-back there. And then in at the left midfield spot. Might be a bit of a struggle, actually. I need a right mid or a left mid. Are they going to come in at any reasonable price? Can't do with a centre mid. Has to be a right mid or a left mid, doesn't it? It does indeed. So let's go for forwards again and see if we've got any left wings, right wings. We do not. This hasn't been the best club, funnily enough. Do they not have any left mids, right mids? I really don't want to be paying £500 or £600. I definitely don't want to be paying £500 or £600. I really don't want to be paying 500 or 600 coins for the player that I need. Do they not have a single winger? I guess they don't. The only other option is putting him out there, getting a right back. There we go. 300 for the right back. That's better. And then going and getting another centre mid. We've already got the rating covered, so that's not a problem. Don't want a striker. Do want a centre mid. Probably not the best club to pick. We got that centre mid for 200 though, but still cheap enough. And that's for another player pack. So the small Prime Electrum players pack that we've got, and the small rare mixed players pack that we've got is 12 players. And then obviously the rare gold pack gives us 3 or 4 more. So you're only getting 16 players through this run through. But it is at the cost of next to nothing because of the coins that you'll make back. And here's what I'd say with the League SBCs right now as well, right? If you're on a high budget or a low budget, it would be my advice to sell everything that's tradable because the market is so high right now. So it genuinely be of my opinion that as soon as you get something that's tradable, unless you're like not fussed or whatever, right? Then maybe keep stuff. But the Chinese League is a really good one to grind. But overall, the League SBCs right now, they are quite expensive. And so the question is, how do you grind them efficiently? And I think the answer is genuinely, to grind the League SBCs efficiently right now, you must consider selling things. We spent 3 or 4 weeks where we had the luxury of the leagues being so cheap that we could just store everything constantly and our coins weren't really going down, because just hitting that one player that was worth a few thousand coins was enough to replenish the entire coin balance, right? Now we're at a point where unfortunately the leagues are a bit more expensive. And so to recover some of those losses, you're going to have to start putting some coins back into the bank. I had a viewer on stream today and he said, Nep, I had 300,000 coins. I did League SBCs with those 300,000 coins. I've got a whole bunch of packs saved up, which is obviously real cool. However, I now have 0 coins and I don't know what to do. Don't know how to get there. And yeah, the solution to that is going and getting yourself some coins back, which is why, first of all, I did some bronze pack method today because I wanted to be able to pick up some nice coins from the BPM. And the other thing you can do is, you can trade and you can flip, and like consumables are quite low right now. And, there's ways to make money through a few different avenues. But bronze pack method is always nice because once you hit that Premier League player or whatever, it's just real nice. Now, the other way you make some good money back off the CSL is, of course, now I don't know how many coins did I start with. Let me see. I didn't buy all players, of course, but let me go back real quick and see what I had when I started the CSL. I had back a bit more here. Back a bit more. Jesus Christ, have I been talking for that long already? I had 910,000 coins. I now have 902,000 coins. So obviously I had a few players in the club, but I only spent 8,000 coins liquid so far. And that's the situation you guys will be at as well, because you will have players in your club already. Now the silver pack is also a nice pack to get. Obviously the contracts don't really sell these days. Sometimes you get kits that are really expensive. Sometimes you get kits that are absolutely worthless. But we've got 4 players here. We've got an American goalkeeper that's going to be about 400 coins. And notice how he's a duplicate because we've been saving them in general. We've got a championship goalkeeper who's going to be about maybe 600-700 coins. We've got ourselves Cristiano, the Brazilian right mid. He's going to be about 400 coins. And then we got ourselves a La Liga Silver Mitrovic, who is about maybe 1,000 coins. So just from the gold pack and the silver pack, we've ended up making back, I mean, let's be reasonable and say at least 8,000 coins. So once that sells, and nothing sold yet either, so that's an actual setup there. Once that sells, our net loss is going to be almost nothing. Almost nothing. Because we, of course, started with 910,000 coins. We're now at 902,000 coins with nothing sold just yet. So our net loss in terms of coins will be minimal, completely minimal. However, what we would have added to the club will be what we get out of these packs right here. Let's see. Rare gold pack. Going to be a decent rare gold there. 82 Ericsson. So we've added to our club 3 players, some contracts if you ever needed them, some really cool position modifiers, and a duplicate player. So of course, if you have him tradable, you make some coins back off him. If you don't have him, happy days. And then we come down here and we get ourselves the small rare mixed players pack and a small prime electron players pack, and we get out of these 80 Hatibur, so another player. Dunk, we get 2 more League SBC silvers, Empoli and the Turkish League there. We get an Italian 2, an Italian 1 player, and Focket in there as well. And if these guys are tradable, we'll make some good coins off of them. They're not, so we'll throw them away. And last but not least, we can get ourselves, what are we saying here, small rare mixed players pack. It's going to be Vishka. And it's also going to be Evander and Dresovic, who's really good to have in there, obviously, from the Eredivisie. 2 players that we won't be able to do too much with. Vishka is tradable, so I'm going to make a little bit extra coins back off of him. Osimhen might be tradable. Yeah, tradable for Osimhen too. Sell him. Check this guy out. No. Check this guy out. No. So we sell those. So even though all we added was around 12 to 15 players, we added a fair few League SBC players, which is obviously fantastic. But it came at like no cost. So when we're talking about League SBCs now, what I'm seeing a lot of people do is go into the Eredivisie and into the MLS and into the Championship and overpaying and being like, Nep, I'm just losing coins. What's going on? And it's like, well, obviously you're losing coins. You're overpaying for these cards. People doing the League at MX and being like, man, I'm overpaying. Well, obviously you're buying so many golds at 600 coins instead of at 400 coins. You're going to be overpaying. So in the way it's set up right now, you have to go and find the leagues that are the most cost efficient, which in my opinion is the Libertadores, the Pro League, the CSL. I haven't even checked the Turkish League in a while, so maybe the Turkish League, I don't know. The Saudi League. And then when you've got the golds, like if you already have the golds in your club because you've been grinding another league like plenty of times, then you can do the Eredivisie, the MLS, the League MX, almost treat them like major leagues. Once you can fill in 2 or 3 of the segments from what you've got in your club, then go and finish them off. And then in terms of the major leagues, they're at a decent price right now, actually. The Premier League, the silvers and bronzes from the Premier League are quite low in price. I think they're like 2,200 right now. Yeah, 2,200 for him. 2,300, there'll probably be plenty. There you go, 2,400. That's really low for the Premier League. But the reason why they're lower is because the golds are higher. And so less people are doing the league altogether, which means more people are selling the bronzes, which means their price has gone down. So although the general principle of League SBCs is still exactly the same, because we're leading up to Team of the Year, more people are doing them, so the prices are a little higher. The player pick packs has caused the price to go a bit higher. Icon swaps has caused the price to go a bit higher. The rumoured MLS content has caused the price to go a bit higher. And so it just leaves you needing to find the leagues that are a bit better. And the thing that you have to remember the most is that if the prices are higher for you to buy players, it means that the prices are higher when you are selling players, right? So anytime you do a segment that is tradable, let's see if I've got any MLS goals, and we'll do this one right here. And this is where I've been personally lazy myself and need to get into much better habits. For the sake of the video, I'm going to tarnish myself and use my silvers that I've been stocking up, right? So I hope you guys appreciate this, because I'm throwing away coins here to make a point about not throwing away coins, all right? I will get rid of some of these guys. I'm not going to use a 73 rated squad in a 68 rated segment. I'm not crazy. When you get, you know what, some of the common silvers are actually mad cheap in the MLS at times. Let's pop him in there. We don't even need a gold, do we? No, we could throw him in there and save that gold. Pop him in there and save that gold. Pop him in there and save him. That's down to 70. And then save him as well. 69, that'll do. So we get small Prime Mix Players pack. Obviously, we're going to have to go onto the web app for this because, you know, FIFA and stuff. When you get that small Mix Players pack, just sell it all. I literally mean all of it. Unless, of course, you got like a bronze player that just doesn't sell. Then you don't want to sell it all because you're going to just take up trade pile space. But here we go. Log me in for 22 web app, please. This is always a fun part, waiting, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go and get that pack all the way down the bottom here. Small Prime Mix Players pack. So we open that. We obviously get a rare gold out of that. 78 stand shoe. So the way you recuperate your coins, you just check everything. Now, normally I'd say keep this guy, keep this guy, keep this guy. They're 3 League SBC silvers. That's pretty sick, isn't it? Don't keep them. Sell them. Compare his price. He's selling right now for, I mean, maybe, for some reason, maybe like 1,500 coins. Wow, he's 1,000 coins on bid. That's because he's Red Bull Leipzig. Yeah, sell him. 1,500 coins. There we go. This guy, golds are up in price. Sell him 650 coins. This guy, sell him 700 coins or discard him. Check this guy. He might be cheap because Pro League is generally quite cheap at the moment. Yeah, we'll still get 400 coins from him. And it's just what you'll notice, and we'll sell this guy for 200. What you'll notice is, we'll even sell the rare for 200. What you'll notice is your coin balance is sustained considerably more. But what you'll also notice is you're able to complete League SBCs a lot less quick. Because instead of storing those 6 players where 5 of the 6 were League SBC players, so hey, I have to buy 5 less players. Now it's like, okay, I have to buy these 5 extra players. But you might be thinking, what's the point of selling those players to have to buy players back? Well, you sell players because they're expensive and then you buy players that are cheap in the place. You don't necessarily have to use a Red Bull Leipzig player for 1,500 coins. You can use a different player for 800 coins instead. So you make a trade-off of 700 coins there. So I've been asked a fair few times over the past week or so, because the shift in League SBC prices has changed a lot. Can we have an updated video on League SBCs? And this is it. But to actually make it short, to actually give you like a too long didn't read version, basically League SBC prices are up. So sell everything tradable. Ignore League SBCs that are too expensive. And profit. That's literally it. And open more bronze packs, because bronze packs are just absolutely packed with loads and loads and loads of coins right now because the bronze market is up. With that being said, I'm going to have the 6 p.m. content to finish off with here. I've got another win that I need to get in Rivals, so if Viper's around, I might go and get that win with him as well. And we're going to open that Team of the Week pack as well. So I will be right back. All right, guys. So to end off today's video is just going to be the Team of the Week pack. The Team of the Week's real bad. Marquinhos and Hernandez are the only 2 players that are any value. Let's see if we can get one of them. Oh, it's Hector Bellerin. Hector the goal protector. We've got 3 absolutely tragic players. Wasn't really worth it. But yeah, you know, we talked about the League SBCs today. I still got to go and get some games in and stuff, but I think today is just going to be about those League SBCs. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you all as per usual. I love you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night. God bless. Peace.